Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the weekly podcast of actionradius.com. This week we will be covering pre-E3 rumors, speculations and some of our wish lists and what we want to see at E3. Of course, with the next gen consoles out of the door, we will get to see some of the latest engines, the latest games which will be truly using the true power of these new consoles, as well as give the PC gamers what they have been wanting for a very long time now. True next gen graphics. We have been limited to the old consoles by the old consoles of their limitation of RAM and graphical capabilities, but with the new consoles starting to match up with the PC, at least for now, we will get to see some games which truly will give us the new flavor of graphics and things to come. So, but we will of course see them later on in a special podcast later on after the E3 as well. But right now what we would like to cover is our wish list or our speculations that what we will get to see at E3. First of all, let's talk about Valve and what they might show us at E3. Of course, they have already informed that their Steam box will be delayed, or Steam machines, what they are called now, will be delayed to 2015. Now this will have a setback effect on what we were expecting from Valve. Of course, there were rumors that Half-Life 3 concept art has been seen by the Counter-Strike developer and the Half-Life 3 will be in development. But since the Steam machine is moved down further the pipeline, so we don't expect to see Half-Life 3 maybe at this E3. Next E3, maybe there will be something, but at this E3, we will of course not see anything from Half-Life 3. Maybe Valve will just do a spectacular show and just show the lambda symbol in their presentation and be done with it. Even that lambda symbol for Half-Life 3 would earn more praise than anything else, and they would have already won the hearts of E3 attendees. But let's see if they are ready to do it or not. But what we will get to see from Valve is most probably Left 4 Dead 3. Yes, there have been rumors for Left 4 Dead 3 as well, which is in the works right now at Valve, and most probably that is what we will get to see at E3. Now, we have a certain wish list for Left 4 Dead 3, that what we will want to see from Left 4 Dead 3. In the past year, we have seen a lot of zombie games, and mostly they were kind of a survival game like DayZ and State of Decay. And actually Left 4 Dead can take many pointers from them. Of course, we don't want them to emulate 100% a DayZ game. Well, it certainly wouldn't be Left 4 Dead 3. But there are certain elements which they can take from those franchise and implement them very nicely in Left 4 Dead 3. Like a crafting system. Well, if they could come up with something like what Dead Rising has been doing, and implement it like a crafting system in Left 4 Dead, it would be so awesome. Just think that you could combine two weapons on the go, so you will not be just going from safe house to safe house, but instead you would be focused on finding the right kind of two weapons or two things, and then finding some duct tape and taping them together to make one awesome weapon to proceed further. This will allow more exploration, a more open world, rather than just limited levels which we have seen previously in Left 4 Dead 3. So it's a kind of an awesome idea which they could work for Left 4 Dead 3. They could have a permanent progressive system as well for the characters. Then there would be of course character customization to support for Steam Workshop, more weapons, moddable weapons, things like that. But on the competitive side, a thing which DayZ or State of Decay like games don't present is that we would prefer to have some real balanced competitive game modes rather than the imbalanced game mode of zombies versus survivors. What if there could be two groups of survivors which human players are playing with? So it would be 2 versus 2 team or 4 versus 4 team, even if the maps are bigger. So 4 versus 4 team versus 8 zombies. And those are all trying to stop the survivors, and the actual competition is between the survivors who are trying to get out. So there will be finite ammo, finite resources, So it will be a race to the end safe zone, that which survivor team can quickly reach the end zone, things like that. So we don't just want to see new maps or new weapons and new characters, but we also want to see new gameplay elements, new game modes, something that Left 4 Dead 2 did above Left 4 Dead, but still it was a small update. Now we want something major to come out of Left 4 Dead 3, and E3 will most probably show us what Valve has been working on. So we are super excited for this game, which actually started the whole cooperative 4-player genre. There will be some tough competition for Valve this time, because there is also already coming from Turtle Rock Studios Evolve. Those were the original creators of Left 4 Dead, so they have their own 4-player co-op game this time, Evolve, and of course that will be one of the competition for Valve. The second game just recently announced is Hunt, which is coming from Crytek. Now it features same kind of zombies and other mystical creatures and our steampunk heroes who are fighting against them. Again, a 4-player co-op, but it seems to be a free-to-play game supported by G-Face. So those are the main competitions that Left 4 Dead 3 will be facing, which was undisputed king of the 4-player co-op genre in the previous years. Now, moving away from Valve, we don't expect to see anything else from Valve, even though it would be awesome if they could do a whole PC-based presentation at E3 to show the strength of PC gaming. We have seen how much Steam has grown in the past year, and with the indie games, with the Steam Greenlight scheme, with the Kickstarter sports. So those kind of things, we really hope Valve will just present PC gamers as well at E3, as the console gamers are represented at E3, because E3 has slowly been becoming a console specific event. But with the recent success of Steam, Valve should really show the PC representation there. There is no better company to do that.